northwest area.
Oh, yeah.
Is
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Expect to find someone who knows about your illicit
That's where the
good.
people are that know how to take a bribe.
That's one way to look at it. So you guys taking a launch over there or something?
Unless we have something else to do here first. I'm not in any great hurry.
Okay. So who's going with you, Scourge?
Doesn't matter to me.
Want me to accompany you, Scourge?
Absolutely. Anybody that wants to get in trouble, this
Yay,
way.
we're gonna have our first bar fight in a pirate game. That should have been like 3 books ago.
We're only on book 2, so
My point still stands.
I guess we could have had a bar fight during character creation. There's at least one system where that happens. I've seen that.
Yep.
There's a couple systems where you can die during character creation, but there's only one where you can get in a fight during it.
Nice.
I'll join Master Scourge. I need to look for some new bottles.
Okay.
Perhaps the crowds on the rough side of the island will be more susceptible to my tales.
But yeah, I go around saying, Storms has a girlfriend.
Ferris, are you coming as well?
Sure.
All right. You guys launch
Such
over to the rough
enthusiasm.
side of town, and it's totally different. It's everything you'd expect from Tortuga type situation. People are wandering around drunk at like 7, 8 a.m. All the bars are open constantly. The Harbor Patrol people basically keep to the docks where shipping comes in, and that's it. Like, they don't bother going anywhere else. And they all seem kind of dirty. Like, you know, they're accepting money to protect individual people. So, like, sometimes you'll see a particularly affluent merchant coming over and basically passing them like 10, 15 gold pieces to escort them around the town. Easily bribed guards. What does stand out is on the far end of the docks from you guys is the young half-elven woman wearing a wayfinder who's being escorted by the flying dragon. But in the other direction, there's the Caden Killian's pub, where anyone can drink anytime for free.
Say
Is this
what?
the summoner with the
Wait.
tiger?
No, she's a summoner, but she didn't have a tiger. The tiger was actually the paladin's animal companion.
Okay.
He was riding a tiger, yes.
All right.
Oh, it's that Pathfinder from yesterday.
Okay, I try to disguise myself, because why not?
Okay, you can certainly try a disguise check. What are you disguising yourself as?
I am going to disguise myself as
Dirty pirate.
Crazy Swamp Woman Mystic. I
Okay.
think the one that Johnny Depp kept going back to.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, okay, got it. All right. So you're not like changing your race or anything. So just minor details.
Changing the clothing, changing hair color, but yeah. that's
Okay,
about it.
yeah, only minor details. Okay.
Okay. And then what's the bonus from sleeves?
I think 10. I think you get +2 if you just do minor stuff.
I don't
Why
think it's
know this?
written anywhere that sleeves do give a bonus.
Yeah,
They're
no,
just
sleeves actually don't give a bonus. You get a +5 from not changing very much.
Oh, alright.
Alright, so...
Probably think of hat then.
21.
Okay. And you're walking over there?
So you said she was being escorted?
She's just got her flying dragon eidolon that's flying around with her, and she's just sitting at the edge of the docks with like a fishing rod.
Alright. I am going to find a nearby pile of boxes and or barrels to stand on.
Okay.
And I am going to proceed to crazy woman preach about the dead are coming back to life.
Okay. Let me think about this. What are the rest of you doing when she starts doing this?
any street vendors specifically with popcorn?
There's street vendors.
Because this looks like
They don't have popcorn, but you could certainly get like fried lizard or dog or random street meat.
Fresh lizard for me.
Fresh lizard.
Yeah, Scourge
I mean to imply that I'm going to watch this with rapt attention because
see.
it promises to be hilarious.
All right.
Scourge has only one concern at this point. You said something about drink and free in the same sentence,
Yes.
and then pretty much everything else went
There's
away.
a pub. It's called Cadence Place. It is just south of you, like 100 yards away, and you can go in as long as you don't get falling down drunk. They'll keep feeding you drinks infinitely. If you do
Why
get
go
falling
anywhere
down
else?
drunk, they kick you out, and you might not be able to come back.
Why go anywhere else?
Okay, so you go to Cadence Place. We'll cut back to that after we get a little bit of this hilariousness going. Bottles and aces, what's happening with you guys?
Hmm.
I was going to be Master Scourge's designated walker or traveler.
I see.
Make sure he doesn't get him dragged onto some other ship before he's drunk.
Designated wheelbarrow pusher.
Wow, I'm sure that I'm going to have to write a joke about doors in a wheelbarrow now. Okay, aces. What's up with you?
I'm just chilling back and watching this shenanigans.
Okay, so I guess Genji and Aces are both sitting back. One of them's eating lizard meat, the other's just watching. Ferris, what is your objective with this cryptic ramblings?
I am going to start rambling about the necromancer has come, and she is making the dead walk again, and she calls all of them to place. The port.
Blood Cove?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. You can make a diplomacy check. I just want to point out that on the necromancer's posters, your face is still on them.
Yep.
So if anybody recognizes you, you could be in some serious trouble here.
Yep.
Okay. Very
Go for
well.
broke. We don't do anything halfway. You should know that by now.
I'm just going to flip to something real quick so the audience can see it.
And I tell those still walking in their mortal shells that they should go and pay the subservience so that they too can be part of the undead fleet.
So you're
32.
you're preaching for the necromancer then. I thought you were just like cryptic ramblings to let people know that the necromancer's around. Are you actually recruiting for the necromancer?
Yeah, let's do it more as somebody should go and take her out before she manages to raise the undead fleet.
Okay. A couple men come over and they look like, tough guys that are ready to just start beating on you for no apparent reason. But some of the guards step up and look threateningly in their way and tap their hands on their clubs. And people come to listen. Not many. A lot of people pass by. You get some hecklers that are just like, yeah, just somebody else will deal with the necromancer. And you get a lot of, I'll just let the harbor patrol deal with them when they show up in Port Peril. But some people are listening. The Eidolon kind of turns in your direction and starts whispering to the half-elf summoner. And she kind of looks up at you and is like waving you over.
Alright. As my final cry, I shake my fist in the air and say, she can reach you in your dreams. Never sleep again.
Okay.
Pretty creeper.
Everyone just looks really confused at that. And then you hear like one of these guys like start crossing himself. He's like, oh my goodness, Iomedae, protect me. If she gets in my dreams, I'm going to be a goner. Someone save me from the necromancer. And he like starts running in one direction with his arms waving in the air. He's like, where's that Silver Crusade recruiter? I'm going to be joining him then.
All right, and I walk over and I start talking to the dragon, completely ignoring the half-elf.
Okay. The dragon he's just like, we recognize you, right? You're that crazy person from yesterday. That's a pretty bad disguise.
Am I supposed to be someone else?
I have no idea who you are, but you should probably stop following us. It's super creepy. Listen, we're just waiting for the rest of the Pathfinders to wake up. We've got that Ioun stone that makes it so we only need to sleep 2 hours a day.
But the necromancer, she's coming. She's coming for us all.
He's like, listen, I've already made a sense motive check. I don't know what your game is here, but... And the half-elven woman just kind of sighs and rolls her eyes and pats the dragon, and the dragon's just like, are you going to get those fish? I'm kind of hungry.
The astral plane is no protection for you.
He's
She
just like,
creates
"All right."
weapons from nothing. I pull out my dagger and wave it wildly.
He rolls his eyes, and she climbs on his back and just flies away towards the north.
I steal her fishing pole.
Okay, all right. You take her fishing pole. There's no fish on the end of it.
Yeah, but it's a
Kind
fishing
of what
pole.
you would
Just
expect
pour
from
it
a
like
major
that.
port. No real fish in the water. Okay,
Yeah.
you now have one fishing pole.
Yay!
So we cut now to Scourge.
Yeah, but it's a
Scourge,
Pathfinder fishing pole.
there's a drinking game going on in Caden's place.
Oh.
So what it is you put as many alcoholic drinks as you think you can drink on a bench. Then you have to lift the bench and drink all the drinks without spilling any of them or passing out. The champion gets a chalice worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay. What are the checks for the...
Strength and fortitude saves.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, actually, Dom, there is a dragon in Caden's place. He's just hanging out by the bar. He's like throwing up into a basket right now. There's like 2 young women, like teenagers over there, just like petting him and working out some of his scales because he's young and he's shedding, right? So they're like taking his scales and removing them and putting them in a basket that's like donations. So they're gonna sell his scales for later.
The hell, man.
So, Scourge, would you like to join in this drinking game, or do you just want to get your free drinks?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
So,
Why not?
when you step up, there's like this huge red-haired elfin bear man who's wearing like
Wait.
wolves on his shoulders. So he's got like hide armor, and there's a wolf head on each shoulder, and he's like, ha ha ha, tiny dwarf man. You think you can compete the Cadence Place Challenge? My name is Kels Kelson, and I am the champion of this bar. You will never be able to defeat me.
Scourge has trouble stopping laughing because you just said elven and huge at the same time.
Ulfin.
Ulfin.
Oh, Ulfin!
Ulfin.
Oh, okay, that's different. All right, sure.
He looks like a
Yarr.
Viking raider.
Jarl Baldruff.
So he's like, care to put some coin on who will win this wager, tiny dwarf man? And he like starts hip thrusting your direction. Yeah.
Punch him or not punch him? Punch him or not punch him? I'd rather fight than have a game any day of the week. Dang it.
You gonna punch him in the face?
That wasn't where I was gonna punch him. No.
So even while you're still making this decision, he's still like flexing right in front of you, and like the whole bar is stopped, and people are starting to put coin down on the table. You hear all sorts of bets like, will they drink? Will they fight? Are they going to end up being friends? What's the spread?
Do we walk into this?
Sure. I guess if you guys are done looking at Ferris stealing a fishing pole, you could certainly walk inside. Bottles, what are you doing since you're actually already there?
I don't know the rules, so I'm going to ask if assistance from others is permitted.
For what?
I was contemplating as soon as the Ulfin lifts his table to cast grease on the table he's trying to
that's
lift.
not allowed at all.
Okay. So
I
I'm
mean,
just
you
basically
could make a bluff check to disguise the fact that you're casting magic. It's a crowded place. It's pretty loud.
okay. So essentially, I'm trying to understand if there's in the rules if there's any leeway to
If you get caught
assist
doing
or
it, you're
hinder.
going to be in some pretty deep shit.
Okay,
But
that's what my
if you
character's
don't
trying.
get caught, just like any pirate activity, if you don't get caught, it's 100% legal.
So I'm essentially spending my time trying to understand the rules of the game and see if there's any loopholes.
So, nope, there's no rule. The rules are very simple. You choose how many drinks you're going to drink. You put them on an object, then you have to lift that object over your head and then drink all the drinks without spilling them.
Okay, so I'll just be in the background then.
You know what? Ace is going to compete. Why not?
Just real quick here, Lorraine. Eric Erickson is different than Kels Kelson. Kels Kelson will still live, but he is not Eric Erickson, son of Eric.
I was gonna say, because she's slightly confused about those human interest signals, and she may take the hip thrusting entirely wrong.
Okay.
Kamakiri is gonna slam 5 gold on the table. It's like 5 gold on Master Scourge.
Oh, okay. All right. So you loudly announce that he's Master
Name
Scourge.
drop.
Everybody stops talking, and then it gets really loud. And there's like platinum pieces. There's Electrum, which isn't even legal in most countries. People start trading out like titles for ships at this point. They're like, "I'm going to put my longboat on the line." And
Good
now
luck.
this guy's just staring directly at Scourge, and they're both locked in this intense gaze. And we've got like a cutaway where like the background implies a lot of movement, and it just shows their eyes looking at each other. So like the bottom is Scourge, and the top is Kels Kelson, and there's like movement, and they're like, "Rrrr."
All right, Scourge just turns his pouch upside down and dumps it on the floor. There
Okay.
happens to be 52 gold in it.
I'll put in
Ooh,
20
ooh,
gold
can the
for
rest of us
myself.
get in on this betting?
Kels Kelson is like, "So, you want to bet 52 gold that you can defeat me and become the new champion of Caden's Place?"
He's not even going to answer. He's just going to kick the gold around on the floor towards the
Okay.
guy. Stand there and wait.
He puts down 104 gold pieces and says, "I accept your challenge, tiny elf. Ha 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 ha. And I choose to drink a dozen drinks." And he starts just picking up random alcohol bottles and sticks them on a table and then attempts to bench press the table up. And in the process, he starts raging. Like his muscles all bulge. His mighty thews are thewsy.
Alright, raging it is.
And he immediately, like, he's lifting it up, and then the table falls on his head, and the drinks all slide everywhere, and he's like, "No!" And the whole bar is like, "What the fuck?" It's a complete upset.
Does that mean he just, like, lost before I even picked up a drink?
You still have to beat his record, which is a dozen drinks. Since you're not beating him directly.
Aw, that's not right.
Can I still try?
How many drinks would you like to try for? Even if
we'll
you
go
don't have to beat the dozen drinks, like, you should still make a good showing of yourself. If you drink one drink, imagine how that's going to look
So-
on the name of Scourge.
Mechanically, how does the drinking work? Is it good? It progresses. I don't know anything about this, and I'm
Don't
sure
worry about it.
Scourge
I'll let
knows
you know once
plenty
you make
about
your
drinking.
decision.
I'm
Alright,
going for
so it's
13
just-
drinks.
Do a baker's dozen.
I'm going for the baker's dozen. Yeah, got to go for the baker's dozen. I'll
So
stack
you're
them on
doing
a bench.
13?
Yeah.
13 here,
Okay.
too.
All right. So you need to make a strength check. You need to beat a 16 to lift. What object are you putting this on?
I'll just put them on a bench. I'm not going to be fancy.
Okay. All right. So you stack 13 drinks very tightly onto this bench. Oh man! So you like lift this bench up one handed, you like helicopter it around, and everyone's like, "What? How is he doing this?" Now you need to make So you did 13. You need to make 6 fort saves.
Ooh.
All right. So, trying to see if I have any bonuses that would.
Well,
Bonuses
if you have a
versus
bonus
poisons?
versus poison, yeah.
Bonus
that'll help
versus
you.
poisons. Okay.
So
All
6
right.
fortitude saves?
6 fortitude saves.
Okay. I'll let Scourge go first.
Oh, are you lifting too, Dom?
Yeah, I've been saying this and you've been ignoring me.
Yeah, I apologize. I didn't hear you. How many are you lifting?
I did 13. And I
Oh,
got...
okay. All right. You need to make 6 as well.
Okay.
You know, your lift isn't as impressive as his lift. His lift is super impressive, but it's still pretty good.
Okay. I was going to let Seyfried roll first. You got like 3 more.
Okay. Oh, he's got that +2 versus poisons. Wow. That's going to make him hard to beat.
I'm trying to put it in, so I don't have to keep adding it every time. It's right 8, right? 6 plus 6 to 8. That way I don't have to keep doing it over and over and over. Oh, that's not good.
Is that including the +2?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go, 6.
Here goes mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first one is a 19, then a 10, then a 16, then a 12, and then a 28 to finish it off.
So Sifrig, you get about 6 drinks in, and then you're holding the bench up with one hand and you're drinking in the other, and you just you just started getting the sweats. The alcohol is just getting around to affecting you, and you lose your concentration for just 1 second, and a shot glass slides off.
Just one?
Just one, but it's enough to disqualify you.
Oh.
Maelstrom, right at about the same time. You're about 4 drinks in. You can't keep up with that dwarfy constitution, and you just start feeling super sick. And someone slides you the dragon's puke bucket.
Ugh. So I just made a kindred spirit with the dragon.
So there's guys like going around. The people who were doing like the betting. The bookie seems to be doing great, but everyone who made the bets basically lost because no one bet that you would all lose.
Well, oh, okay. I was going to say, because he didn't win either.
Him,
I beat him, but...
And he pays you the 104 gold.
Okay.
So you get that.
Well, that's what counts.
But everyone was expecting...
While he's counting out the gold, I'll hip thrust him again. Just because he did it. Just because he just did it to me.
He does it back. He's like, yeah, I like this style.
Is this what you do here, I guess? Okay, sure.
He punches you in the shoulder. He's like, this is the only thing we do here.
Ugh. Okay, that's kind of gross. All right.
He's just like, one of these days you should serve on my longboat. We raid in the south, where all the tiny peasants try to break past the Sargovan line.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that.
Business card, and it's just like, it's like written by a child in crayon. It's just like, Kells Kelson, son of Kells. Meet me at Cadence Place. I am always here.
Okay. Business card. Oh, business card. Is there like a serving dish or a platter or something nearby?
Oh yeah, I mean this is Cadence Place.
Pick up a platter, turn it over backwards, and punch it with my brass knuckles about as hard as I can.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Straight up strength check. Okay.
Yep. I don't know if you want to rage to just boost it real quick.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and rage too.
Okay.
Try
to get him back.
Bonus for the knuckles.
So
bonus for the brass knuckles?
I'm guessing your intention here is to like put an indent on the platter and then hand it to him.
Just put a dent in the platter.
Yeah, I'll give you a +2 for using knuckles.
All right, so 2 for the knuckles makes it a 13.
Okay. So you dent it. You don't exactly like make a solid imprint, but you dent it.
Yeah.
And one of the servers like pulls out his holy symbol and is like, "Really, really, mate? You know I'm gonna have to spend 10 minutes in the back having to cast Menon on that thing over and over again."
And I'll hand Kells the plate.
So while you're handing it, like the Caden Killian priest tries to grab it out of your hand.
Oh, good luck with that.
Okay, so you're gonna try to avoid him.
Yeah.
All right, make a reflex save.
Oh, reflex. Wait a minute.
Yep. This sounds like a perfect reflex save. You're actually using your reflexes. Oh yeah.
Ah.
So compared to you, he's practically moving in
Denied.
slow motion. And he just like waves around. He's like, "Come on, mate. I don't want to have to kick you out then, but you know you can't just go around punching plates around here. That's some
I'll
weird
give him-
stuff."
I'll give him 5 gold for the plate.
He's like, "That plate's made out of solid gold, mate."
No, I thought it was made out of wood. Okay.
All the plates in here are metal.
Okay. I didn't realize the plate was made out of gold. I
Okay,
probably
so
would have done
you're
that
like
with a-
you wanted to like pick up something made out of wood and punch into it.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
wanted to put the
So
brass
there's
knuckles
probably
in
like
something.
a
to
flat
hand to
bottom
him.
bowl that you punched.
Yeah, sure.
And you kept it away from him,
anything-
and he was just like, "Fine, whatever. 5 gold will replace that really easy."
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I would have done that with a golden plate. You know, that'd be kind of over the top.
And so he's like, "Well, this is Caden's place. Things break all the time."
Okay.
And you notice like another priest is like looking sideways at him, and make anyone that's inside. I guess everyone that was heading here is here now. Can make a perception check to hear what's happening over top of the din of the bar. So you're gonna need a 15. Okay, so everyone but Kamakiri hears this.
Actually, what did I miss when I dropped out of the call?
So everybody lost, but
Yeah.
Craig got farthest along.
Oh,
So he
I got
won
4
the gold,
shots.
but no one won the bet, which was the bet was for a new champion. And anyone that got a 15 or higher hears like one of the older priests come into this younger gentleman who just accepted 5 gold pieces for a wooden plate, and he's like, "Brother, are you taking bribes again? 5 gold pieces for a plate seems a bit excessive." And he's like, "Oh, mate, 5 gold pieces? That was 1 gold piece. I swears." So, Kels Kelson, son of Kels, takes your business card, which is apparently your brass knuckles punched into a wooden plate, and he just starts laughing. And then he, like, crushes it with his hand. He's like, "Ha ha 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 ha! I accept your business card." And he slaps you on the back. He's like, "Let us continue drinking, friend."
Sure.
Am I still puking?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll-
Damn.
yeah.
So is Sifrig. Sifrig is like drinking in between throwing up. The priests are just like hesitant to bring him anything, but Kelson, son of Kels, is handing you his alcohol bottle. And you know, it's all like AMSEC 4700. All the good, you know, it was a good year in Absalom that year, and so you got some good vintage alcohol. They have Chelish wine, of course. That's really popular in the Shackles for some reason. I don't know
Okay.
why.
All right. Yeah. Sifric will just waste money tipping people and whatever.
Okay. So, like, sometime around, 11 a.m., right, because you guys came in the morning, someone just taps Kamakiri on the shoulder and is like, "Excuse me, good sir, would you perhaps like to start a bar fight with me?"
I'm sorry.
He's like, "Well, you see, there's a gentleman's fighting league around here, and I am a member, and unfortunately, we cannot start a bar fight within Caden's place without provocation. So I would like to slap you in the face with this glove, and if you could pick it up and slap me back, then we can get on to the fisticuffs. You seem like a strong fighter. Now, I apologize if this is too forward of me and you would not like to duel."
I wouldn't, but I'd point to Aces. He would.
He looks over there and he's like, "That half-orc trash. I wouldn't dare put hands on him."
Come on, Aces.
Wait
Come
a
on,
minute, wait a
Aces.
minute,
You
do I
can't just
hear-
stand there,
Do I
man.
hear this?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh. You see me put on the brass knuckle, and I just go right to his face.
Okay, so you're punching him in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, make a
Called him
attack roll.
trash.
What kind of check?
Oh, attack roll. Oh, you easily hear it. I mean, he's like 5 feet away from you. You and Kamakiri were sticking together, right? You guys were like
let me
eating your
see.
lizard popcorn together.
He's human, right?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. This is gonna hurt.
Okay, yeah, that solidly connects with the guy, and he stumbles backwards into another guy, and the guy's chair breaks, and he falls to the ground, and that guy like picks up one of the chair legs, and is like, "Who did that?"
Right here, buddy.
Oh yeah.